Hello there, we return once again for another gameplay of Star Wars Knights of the Republic. So here we go. The last time we stopped was here. Let's see what's gonna happen next.
Kin kun no ba muli ra chin kun. Tong hai ton kun ching ni boboji mata ni punaje dolpi kiknyunyan. Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kumbes. Chink palamul tong king ba na konkek. Tung ting ta chun kun nek muli rabest. Takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu ay haudonga tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Tong ay tuam jiji yumalit pa ang inkotu. Tulbada bunk walya gando danago chuchut. Kachi chu ay haudonga yumalit.
Thank you, messenger. I'll meet him when I need to, okay?
Shagjikin lord jawa tauma? Kava volpa mulchi kumana. King kun shachi king, ni king kun oba mulira chikun?
Yes, we cannot forget that Bastilla is now with us, so with a Jedi by your side you can make these upgrades something else, actually, because of their force powers, their abilities with lightsabers. Yes, so choose wisely what you're gonna upgrade for them. Something really special about this game is the interactions that can occur between the characters who join you.
Bastilla, I was wondering something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? Were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
You tell her, Carth. Tell her that she's been acting like a little brat since we helped her.
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Carth. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
After this, I need to see the doctor around here. So please, doctor, help me.
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you're welcome here. I'll not have it said that Selka Foreign refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course.
I think I can help you with this.
Now, this is a hospital of sorts, though my resources are quite limited since the Sith quarantined the planet. I provide basic medical services to all citizens of and visitors to Taris. I have extensive medical training, and even with the lack of resources, I can treat most injuries or ailments right here at the center. Except for the rat ghoul disease, of course.
Tell me about it.
I am quite busy maintaining the facility, but I suppose I could spare a bit of time to answer some questions. What would you like to know? I know enough to be scared of them. I've heard about the brutality of the Sith. I know what they do to the planets they conquer. So far, all they've done is ask me some general questions, but I'm afraid they might one day decide to shut this facility down simply out of evil spite. I guess there's not much I can do about the Sith, except hope that the Republic finds a way to stop their conquest of the entire galaxy.
Don't worry, Doctor, I got it covered. What I want to hear is about the rat ghoul disease.
The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others.
Ah, my boy, I have the solution for you.
You have the serum? Impossible! How did you get this? No, wait, I don't really want to know. Can I see it? The serum, I mean? I need to see if there is enough for me to analyze it so I can start producing it in mass quantities.
Of course, of course.
Let me see. Yes, this is it! A cure for the rat ghoul disease. With this sample, I can make enough serum for everyone. The people of Taris owe you a debt they can never repay. Please, take this small reward. It isn't much, but it's all I could afford. A few credits and 2 spare med packs. I appreciate everything you've done. There are many who would have sold the serum to the crime lord Davik for a much higher sum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
I want to see what you have for sale, yes.
Of course. Just step over here and I'll show you what I have in stock. My prices are very reasonable. Just what I need to keep this facility operating.
Always remember, if you're on this part, especially on Taris, use your med packs wisely, especially during battles or before them. The doctor. Oh, guy. You sell drugs. You sell drugs here, doctor. Well, I need those. Strength and stamina are really important. Alacrity as well. Ah, doctor, I need to check out the place. Do you have more of those drugs? Huh?
On it. Done.
What are you doing? Don't go in there! That door is for employees only!
So you're the one keeping the Republic soldiers alive?
You recognize these soldiers? But how? Unless you're a friend of the Republic.
Yes. Don't worry, Doctor. Don't worry at all.
I guess I'd better tell you what's going on. I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded. I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
His secret is safe with me. Totally safe. Yep. Maybe I'll change the images. Don't know.
Bastilla, did you ever think about joining all the Jedi who were running off to follow Revan and Malak when they went to fight the Mandalorians?
That was nearly 5 years ago. I was still an apprentice. My battle meditation hadn't even manifested itself. Yet even then I had the wisdom to obey the will of the Council. Unlike Revan.
I guess. Still, do you ever wonder if things could have been different? I mean, would Revan and Malak still have been corrupted if the Council had supported them instead of dragging its feet?
Do not blame Revan's corruption on the Council. Your Republic saw only the threat of the Mandalorians. that the wisdom of the Masters saw beyond the immediate threat.
Not impressed.
There was something lurking out there. Something that devoured Revan and Malak, and many other Jedi. Had the Council sent us all into the unknown, how many more would have fallen?
So you're saying we should have done nothing? Just let the Mandalorians conquer us unopposed? I mean, the Republic was under attack, and the Order abandoned us.
We did not abandon you. But the Council were not about to throw lives away foolishly. In time, we would have aided you against the Mandalorians. But you couldn't wait. Revan and Malak offered a quicker answer, and the Republic chose to walk the easy path rather than the path of wisdom. Now we see the results all around us. You asked me if I think things could have been different. I know they could have. If Revan had only listened to the Council, millions of innocent people would still be alive.
Yeah, right. And every single one of them is speaking Mandalorian. I think we're done. Let's just get back to the task at hand.
Yeah, I don't like those fights, but Carth got this one. Sorry, Bastilla. Oh, you want to talk?
How can I help?
Alright, let's talk then.
I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taris. I'm curious as to what you and Carth were doing before we all joined forces. Yes, I realize that, of course. But surely there was more to it than a simple search. I doubt there were flashing signs pointing you in my direction. Yet somehow you found me. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulcan prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taris Swoop champion. That's quite a resume.
What can I say? What can I say, really?
Your modesty is admirable. But though others helped, you were the catalyst for these events. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. A Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force. Perhaps, but the Force works through all of us to some degree or another. There are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success. Though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is...
I don't see myself being a Jedi at the moment.
I'm sorry, I've overstepped my authority. I'm speaking of things that are best left to the Jedi Council. For now, let's just accept the fact that you're gifted. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
Yes, I remember this talk. On the last episode, Bastilla mentioned that I might be a Force-sensitive girl.
How dare you speak to me while you travel in the presence of alien Wookiee scum? You have violated one of this great planet's oldest and most revered laws. You have brought aliens to the upper city. They are a blight upon Taris. They take our jobs and our homes and spread their filth throughout our world.
Yeah, you tell him, Big Z.
This beast just growled at me. It is a savage creature that will hurt someone. How dare you brazenly parade about the upper city with such alien scum at your side? I, Gordon Kolu, founder of the Anti-Alien League, will not stand for this.
Just chill, man. Chill.
You are like all the rest. You will not see the truth. On the day of reckoning, you will suffer with the rest of the alien lovers.
Oh, man.
Get out of here, you goggle-eyed freak! You're too ugly for the upper city.
Yeah, go back to where you came from. We don't want your kind up here. Why do you care what happens to some scummy alien? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he isn't even supposed to be in the upper city.
Shut the f*** up!
I told you guys, I wanted to be a good lady.
Until the end.
Let's go beat
I
Canderous.
saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet. I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
Careful. Mercs like this haven't a lick of conscience. They'll betray you in a heartbeat. This could be a trap.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns.
What's in this for me?
Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk.
How will you manage that?
Not yet. First you bring me the launch codes. Then I'll tell you the rest of my plan. Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base.
Come on, Canderous, you can do this yourself.
Normally I do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javiar's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.
Alright, alright, alright. We're getting pretty close to the mission. Oh yes.